Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Eric Plays 8 String. I'm Eric, and today we're going to be talking about wide voice triads on the 8 string guitar. So my guitar is still tuned to drop E tuning, so it's a standard 6 string on top, a B, and an E. So one of the first things that everybody learns when they get an 8 string guitar is how good this chord sounds. And that's just an E major chord. We're going to add the open B and the open E. It gives us a nice big full sound. And of course we can take this chord shape and bar it. So let's play it up here. Let's play a C major. So I'm just barring across the 8th fret and playing that E major shape. So what we can do is omit some notes if we want to have a more sparse sounding, open sounding chord, because this chord takes up a lot of bandwidth. Let's leave the bass note in. We'll keep the C, and then we need an E and a G. So let's put the G up here on the A string. This would be the 10th fret. So we're 8th fret on that lowest E, 10th fret on our A string, and then an E on the 9th fret on the G string. And we have this really beautiful shape. And all we're really doing is playing this big shape, this big chord, but we're only playing 3 notes from that chord, and it gives us this big, beautiful open shape. So this is F, here's G, and here's C again. Nice. So just like last time when we talked about the close voice triads, we can move this shape through the other inversions. So again, here's the first position, right? C on the bottom. We do the same thing with E on the bottom. So we have an E, 12th fret on our E string, and then on our D string we have the 10th fret, and on the G string we have the 12th fret. So it's E, C, and G on top. And then we can go up to the next note in the chord, which is a G, and we can play a G in the bass. So we have G, E, and C on top. So we have and this G chord up here, we can take this down an octave. So we're at the 15th fret on our low E string. We can move this down to the 3rd fret and just subtract 12 frets. And you get this, which is another really nice sounding chord. So we can do the same thing with minor shapes. So we know this E minor shape from playing just a regular 6 string guitar. This is an E minor, so it's just 2nd fret on our A string and 2nd fret on our D string. And we get this. So that's nice. So let's do the same thing. Let's move it up to C minor. So we're going to do the same thing and just bar it on the 8th fret. And again, it's a pretty busy sounding chord. There's a lot of material in there. It's a very thick sounding chord. So if we want to thin it out a little bit, we do the same thing. So let's just, we have our C on the bottom, 8th fret, 10th fret on our A string, 8th fret on our G string. Extra note. It's okay. So again, let's move this through the inversions. So we have C, E flat, and G. So here's our C, here's our E flat, and here's our G. Again, really beautiful sounding chord voicing. And we can take this G, move it down an octave, why not? It's a really beautiful sound. So what does all this mean? Right now we have these big open voice triads, right? So going back to our C major, right? We have all of these strings. We're skipping 2 strings. We're skipping the B string and that 2nd E string. We're skipping the D string. We're skipping the B and the E. So we have a lot of extra strings that we can use to make other notes, put other chord tones, play melodic lines. And what these basic shell triad voicings do is they give us a lot of flexibility in how we want to ornament and move things around. So my suggestion is, again, just like last time with the close triads, go through all 12 keys, major and minor, play different chord progressions, and get comfortable with those shapes, because we're going to be adding to those things. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about 7th chords next week, and we're going to be working with some extensions and different ways to voice triads on top of bass notes. So stick around, it's going to get more interesting. We're going to keep piling stuff onto this basic concept. But for this week, keep practicing those open triads, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Feel free to subscribe if you want updates. And I've gotten great feedback from everyone so far, so thank you guys for commenting and sending me messages. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. This is Eric. Bye.